welcome to another vlog. We are running like crazy. I don't know. We're getting ready to leave. It is like a long weekend here in Korea because there's like Children's Day and everything coming up. We unfortunately didn't get to do a lot, but we did have a movie night last night with the kids. Lots of fun, and we've gone to karaoke and stuff. Today we're gonna go to the aquarium and hopefully the kids will get to see a mermaid, maybe. That'll be fun. I think I've already shown this aquarium in a vlog before, but that was, I think, a pretty long time ago. I think Solar was like a baby the last time I showed this aquarium. So I might record a few clips there, and we're just gonna go hang out today at the aquarium and have some fun.
I'll be here, singing in the meadow of my youthful years, taking all the love, now I know no fear, 'cause where I found my home is here with you. Take me home, back to fields of barley where I once belonged. I remember days when we were all so young, waiting for the sun to rise on us.
All right, it's Children's Day in Korea. It's May 5th. This was a long weekend. The kids have to go back to school tomorrow. What did we do? I feel like we did so much while also doing nothing at all. I've just been trying to do at least one thing with the kids every day, going to the playground for a few hours and getting them ice cream. What else? Taking them to places they like to eat. I took them out to lunch the other day. We went to the aquarium. They got to meet a mermaid, which was a little bit of a fail because the mermaid came out for pictures without her tail on and then put it on in front of the kids. So Hanyul immediately screamed, "She's fake, she's not real." And then he started questioning everything and was really upset that mermaids might not be real. So I had to spend hours trying to explain to him that she was using her magic, and he's very lucky that he got to see her magic. Don't know if it really worked though. So I'm very upset by that. I was really upset. I really wanted to call and complain and be like, the mermaid didn't really do anything wrong. She was doing her job. But you guys used to come out and cover her up until she was ready, and nobody did that this time. And now my kids are a little traumatized. So kind of cool, kind of a fail. I don't know. But today we're going to go to a little bit of a festival, I think. And hopefully the kids will have fun. I don't know. They're getting a little cranky. You can hear Solar. But let's get going. Okay, it's a couple days later. I have the window open right next to me, so if it gets a little loud, that's why. But I was getting a little hot, so I had to open it up. It's a couple days after Children's Day. We went to that festival. It was okay. I'm not sure if I would go back, only because I feel like we could plan something more fun as a family, I guess. There was a lot of booths there, so I was excited at first, but then it turns out like 90% of them, I feel like, were just like advertising certain places and businesses. And so there wasn't really any kids activities at those booths except for maybe like coloring. So a lot of booths where like you had to follow people on Instagram or sign up for stuff or whatever, listen to like a sales pitch sort of thing, and your kids could like color. And I'm like, I don't need to come all the way here for that. And it was like a small area with lots of people. So people were packed. Everybody was hitting each other. It was hard to get around. I feel like there was no real food or anything, but usually there's like some food trucks and stuff. There was just none of that. And Really, the only thing the kids could do, I feel like, was face painting, which was a super long line. You had to wait for like a couple hours in those lines. And then what else? There was cotton candy, which the kids really wanted, and we ended up waiting in a ridiculously long line for this. Oh my God. Because there was a line for cotton candy, but you cannot get into that line without going to another line first, because they would give you this free cotton candy if your kid did an English exam, like an English test to test like what level their English is at. So we get in line to go get the cotton candy, and they're like, "Oh, you can't get the cotton candy. You have to get this." It was like a paper that said you had completed the English test. You have to go to this other line first. It was so long. We were in this line for like over an hour. The whole time I'm like trying to bribe the kids, which is bad, but I'm trying to be like, the festival's almost over, like we're all starving, we didn't even eat lunch, there's nothing else to do, this is the last thing we're doing, like please let us leave, I'll just buy you some ice cream, I'll go buy you something else, please. And they were like, no, we are dead set on getting this cotton candy. Solar was throwing a fit because that's all she wanted. So I was like, okay, fine, we'll wait in this ridiculously long line for this. And the whole time I'm like, do we really have to do this test? I mean, I obviously speak English and my children speak English. I don't need to do an English test with them. And they're like, sorry, you got to do it. We finally make it up. Solar's been throwing a fit so much in this line because she could see the cotton candy and she's just confused why we're not going to that line to get it. So she's really upset. She's getting tired now. She's hungry. So when we make it to the front of the line, she won't even talk to the people. Luckily, the guy was nice that was doing her test, and he's like, I can see she obviously speaks English. I'll just put it on the paper that she's fine. She passed the exam. Daniel did great. He was having a full conversation with the girl that was doing his test. But then you finish the test, and then you have to get in the other line, which is the cotton candy line, and that line is also like an hour. So yeah. And we were the last people to get cotton candy, by the way, the very last people. So the whole beginning of this festival, we spent it in a line to get face painting. And then right in the middle, we managed to do like a bounce house, which is a ridiculously long line. And they had two of them, one for younger kids and one for older kids. So Solar and Hanyul couldn't go together. They had to go in separate ones. So that took up the whole middle of the festival. And then we very quickly got a picture with like a police car. That's it. And then the whole end of the festival for like 2 hours, we waited for cotton candy. We had to wait like an hour to take an English test and then an hour to get cotton candy, which the cotton candy person was very, very nice. He was doing his best to make it fun for everyone, even though all the other booths are shutting down. Everyone's going home, but he's still making this cotton candy. He gets to Hanyul and Solar, and we're the very last ones. There's also people trying to, as the festival's ending, run up to the cotton candy thing and still get cotton candy. And they're having to turn them away and be like, no, you can't, because you had to go do this English test first. And we're ending it, like we're shutting down. And the people that did the English test had already gone home. So you can't even do it. So some people were fine with it. They were like, oh, I get it. You're shutting down. And then other people were not okay. They were like, but they're getting cotton candy because they can see that my kids are still waiting for theirs. And they're like confused about why there was a test before, which I was confused about too. But I get it. They were advertising their English lessons or whatever, or English school. I can't remember what we were doing. But like I said, everything was like some sort of advertisement or something. And then in the middle of making Solar's cotton candy, they had like shut off the power because the festival ended. So the guy doing the cotton candy is like, oh my God. And he's freaking out. And I'm like, it's fine. Hanyul already has his cotton candy. Solar will just share with him. I'm exhausted. I want to go home. And he's like, no, no, no. And he runs like around the whole festival. He's just running around to all the booths trying to figure out where the power supply is, how to get it all back on. So we're waiting for that. He fixes it. He comes back. He does her cotton candy. She's very excited. So I guess it's good we waited and got cotton candy. And that was the end. So, I mean, we went to this festival for hours and pretty much got cotton candy and like a face painting, and that was it. So I don't know. I don't know if we'd really go back unless things changed for next year. It just was too small of a spot and too crowded and way too many long lines for pretty much just like advertisements, just people advertising businesses and stuff. So it felt like it wasn't even really a kids festival because it was mostly just advertising certain things to like parents and stuff. So yeah. But I mean, at least we went out and did something. We went out, had fun with the kids. Kids got their cotton candy. We're very excited. And today is like our final day of doing anything for Children's Day, sort of. We did stuff before Children's Day, like we took the kids out for karaoke and stuff, which they liked. Took them out places they like to eat. Went to the aquarium. Then we did the festival, and then now, very last thing, I'm gonna take them to a baseball game. Q gets off of work like as the baseball game is starting, so I'm gonna have to take the kids by myself, stay there for like an hour with them until Q gets there, and then he can join in. And I'm a little nervous because the sky is pretty dark, and I'm pretty terrified it's gonna rain. It has been beautiful the last few days, so warm, so hot out, and now it's kind of cold actually. I'm confused because the temperature, like when I check my phone and stuff, it says it's really hot out, but it's pretty cold and there's like no sun at all. It's super cloudy out. It looks like it's gonna rain any second, and I'm pretty nervous because a lot of times like we go and it'll rain like off and on, which sucks, or it'll start raining and they cancel the game. But then I'm already there with the kids and we're already wet and the kids are already excited to be out. So I'm kind of I'm hoping it either rains right now and finishes before we leave, or it just doesn't rain at all. That would be great because we already have tickets. I already have the kids all excited. Like I got my stuff packed up and ready to go. I'm just waiting for them to get out of school and stuff. But yeah, anyway, that's our last thing for this Children's Day, Parents' Day kind of week. But I still have a couple hours till the kids get out of school. So I think I'm going to run to the convenience store. It is so dark. I would show you, but I know the phone's not going to pick it up. It's like, oh, it's making me so nervous. It's really dark out. I'm going to try to go really fast. Please don't rain on me. Oh. And I'm going to I don't know what I'm going to get. I don't know. My original plan was just to bring some like water bottles, but I think I'm going to get tempted to have like a beer or something there. I know. And I don't really want to have like a regular beer. I'd rather grab like a light beer or something. So I'm going to go get a couple of those just in case. Cause I know I'm going to be like, I'm not going to have a beer. And then I get there and the atmosphere and stuff is just going to make me want a beer. And then I'm going to be like, I can't go to a baseball game without having a beer. That feels wrong. And then I'm going to be mad at myself for all the calories I just had. So I'll go grab a couple light beers, a couple snacks for the kids for when we're at the game. I'm so nervous. Maybe I shouldn't go out. No, I need to go out. I need to go out right now. Just go, stop talking. Go before it rains. I'm going to go. Okay, I'm out. Probably should have brought an umbrella. That was dumb. Also, I am freezing, so I think I'm gonna have to take off this dress, put on a different outfit for when I go, because it's probably just gonna get colder and I'm gonna regret not changing.